Welcome back on Boxing with B.
You're not made right without the paycheck.
All right, let's talk Mikey Garcia versus Sergey Lipinets.
For all you know who know Lipinets, no one knew him or nothing, guess what? Everybody knows him now.
But Lipinets, like we said before, Lipinets said it pretty well. He was like saying that he wasn't going to take Mikey Garcia lightly, especially because he had the Lipinets had the title.
Correct. He thought maybe he had a chance to beating him because that was his weight class. He was a heavier fighter.
Well, actually, no. He did think he had the upper hand on him because he said, it's hard when you want the title. It's hard to get it, but it's harder to hold on to it. And he was saying Mikey Garcia is going up in weight to fight him. So he was basically saying he had the advantage, but he wasn't taking it lightly.
No.
That fight, you could tell both of them went in there to fight. Like, it was a very technical fight.
Oh, yeah. That Sergey came after him. He went for gold. He went to the body. He even hurt Mikey a couple of times.
Yeah.
And he made him bleed.
And I think at one point watching that fight, you would see, they would even slow-mo it a lot when Mikey Garcia would get hit. And you could see it was like he would take a body shot and Mikey would go all the way out. Like
he
would feel every punch for sure because Lipinets, you could tell he knew how to put his weight behind the punch. He wasn't just like, I'm going to tap you, I'm going to slap you around. No. I didn't see any slapping. It was complete, like perfect technical punches. Like the technique was there. Move Mikey Garcia back, but I give Mikey props to that specific moment when he dropped Lipinets because
both of them went for a left hook.
But both of them though, Lipinets was the one that was actually landing the power. Like Mikey was able to block it, but even though he was blocking it, Lipinets had that power that you could see it's blocked, but it's still affecting him. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like hit, take those hits, and then one beautiful counter.
And they both went. Oh,
and when you watch that replay too, you can see Mikey, his form, the way he threw that, it wasn't sloppy. It was perfect, and that's what it got.
Well, he's a smart fighter. He knows how to adjust. Yeah. He knows how to read and adjust his body and adjust his boxing movement to overcome his deficit and basically dominate the fight.
Yeah.
Sergey took it all the way from a kickboxing champion to a boxing champion in what, less than 13 fights, I think it was?
I think so.
Yeah. And then he became champion.
No, I think it was 18. He had about
either way, he had 18. A little bit. He had under 20, and he became a champion.
Yeah.
So that's great for him. That's not the end of what we see of Sergey. I think he's coming back.
And the fact that you said he didn't have that many fights and he was a champion, he fought like a champion. You know how some people will have that record of undefeated or whatever, and then they have a belt. But then when they go out there to fight another champion, you kind of see it revealed. Yeah. You see like, you know what, I don't know who he fought to get that belt or who she fought to get that belt, but now we're seeing it exposed. This one, we didn't see no exposure because it seemed like Lipinets went to fight and Lipinets said it, went in there and displayed it.
Hey, Sergey, you know what? You have props for me. You're a great champion, I thought, and you're going to be a champion again. You have a great trainer.
Buddy McGirt.
Buddy McGirt's a great trainer. But I think since he's a stand-up fighter that comes straight, I saw potential in him if he was to go to Abel Sanchez.
Have everyone that's from Kazakhstan?
No, not that. Is Abel knows how to get these fighters that come out like Mexican style, come out straight, don't run, divert,
almost
hit hard.
Brawler in a
yes,
way.
And come after you. I can't say nothing about Buddy McGirt. He is a great trainer. Mm-hmm. But I see Abel teaching him a little bit different style. They're coming forward and moving his head and using his power.
Yeah.
Good example. Triple G. Good example. But you know what? Before your time, you guys, he also had Terry Norris, a guy that came up straight. Also, he showed him how to use his speed and power, where he dominated, I think it was a middleweight, dominated the middleweight class for a while until he eventually lost. But still, Abel was to teach him the straight coming forward, how to use their strength, how to move and dominate the fighters.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing about Buddy McGirt. He is a great trainer.
Yeah.
He was a good fighter too. So
every time I think of Buddy McGirt, Arturo Gotti. But before I go on a tangent, because I could go on and on, you could go on and on and on. Man.
Yeah. Wow, that was good. Don't worry, we're human. Here we go.
No, but Mikey Garcia versus Sergey Lipinets. That fight didn't disappoint. It lived up to the expectations, and I think it exceeded expectations.
Yes, it did exceed expectations.
Because I think a lot of people thought it was just going to be whatever. Mikey Garcia, going in again.
It's going to knock him out quick and take the belt. Well, guess what? It wasn't.
I don't think it had the hype it needed either. Like, the hype was there on it, but
because nobody knew Sergey Lipinets yet. Now
True.
they know him. Like I said, now the world knows who he is.
And to touch on like what we said last time is Lipinets was even saying that by beating Mikey Garcia, he said if he was to beat Mikey Garcia, yeah, Lipinets already has his name out there somewhat, and then he had the title. But by beating Mikey Garcia, he said he was going to gain the respect of like many fighters, many fans, because he was beating Mikey Garcia that was seen as...
Doesn't matter. Sergey, you earn respect from a lot of fighters, period. And a lot of people.
Fans
and
everywhere.
a lot of Mexican people, too, that's all.
That was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
It was technical. It was what we wanted. And watching that, there was 2 fights at the same time. It was Lipinets and Sergey. Sergey and Mikey Garcia. And then on another channel, there was Oscar Valdez Jr. versus, I think, Quigg. Is that how you say it? I think so. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. And if it's not, my bad. But they were fighting, and that was even a great fight, too. I mean, they were exchanging the whole fight, power shots, to the point where at the end, I'm pretty sure it was like Oscar Valdez was bleeding from his mouth the whole like last part of the fight. Bottom line is, Valdez versus Quigg was just a great fight, too. It was great exchanges, but I could not take my eyes off of the Garcia versus Lipinets fight.
That's the one I was watching.
Because the whole time it was like, what's going to happen? Are they going to drop each other? Who's going down? But I didn't know I didn't know how Mikey Garcia was going to take those power shots.
I thought Mikey Garcia was going to go down once when he got hit with that left body to the body, and he like went back.
Yeah.
And I go, wow, this guy got him.
And that's also what he was saying too. Lipinets was saying that when Mikey Garcia was to fight him, that he was going to have the advantage because he was in that weight, and Mikey
class.
was going up.
Yeah.
So that was impressive too. The fact that Mikey Garcia, and remember I told you, Mikey Garcia was not taking him lightly. He wasn't just going up in weight because, I'm Mikey Garcia and I'm going to go up in weight just to see what I can do. He even said
he didn't charge at him because he didn't want to get countered.
Smart fighter.
Yep, he knew that this kid could hurt him too.
Intelligence, he did well. He did well in that fight. And just to go back into his corner and have that family support too. And it's not like Robert or his dad were like, you know what? You're winning. Go in there. Go for the knockout. No. It's smart. Smart all around right there. That's what got you the fight. That's what wins you the fight.
Yep.
Otherwise, he would have gone in there, hurt Lipinets when he went down. Many fighters would have gone in there right away and tried to go for the kill. And then it's like...
sometimes they get countered.
Yeah,
boom.
Game changer. One punch changes it all. You can be that one, but what do you always say? A hurt fighter
is a dangerous fighter.
There you go. So that's why I was like, you know what? Mikey Garcia did very well by not going after him, because even Lipinets gets up and he's still exchanging, and they're not like little, like I said, no slapping around. It was power.
They're power shots.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all we got for this week. Like, comment, and subscribe, and follow on Instagram, Facebook, everything like that, at Boxing with B.
Yeah, subscribe, you guys, and hit that like button. Leave some comments, you guys. What do you guys think about? Maybe we missed some upcoming fights that I don't know about, because there's people, all over the world. Who knows?